Alright everyone, so we are now on a Delta first class seats. We're heading to Seattle. Hey Mom.
Hey, what?
We're actually heading to Detroit first, I should say. And then from Detroit, we're going to be heading to Seattle for our Alaskan cruise. So sit still and stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Alright, so as you can see on our in-flight entertainment touchscreen, pretty big size compared to my hand. See it right there. So a bunch of different languages that you get to choose from. With it, we've got tons of options. So there's lots of movies to choose from that we can watch.
Did you?
And then we've also got TV series as well, so I may be continuing my Criminal Minds that I've been watching at home. There's also live TV that they have as well on the seatback. Spotify is music. My flight, so it's going to go ahead and track the flight for us, so you'll know the current time, the estimated arrival time that we should be there. Then there's some kids options. So if you're traveling with kids, there's got the adults and kids. So you got plenty of options there. Then you've got more options, games. I particularly like, especially on longer flights, it keeps you busy. Sudoku is probably my favorite. Hidden objects is fun. Brain teasers. Then just stuff about Delta, and then feedback and help. So this is a great option that you have with flying Delta. As far as first class, there's plenty of legroom. I'm 5'7". 5'8" on a really good day.
After finding your seat, please place smaller items underneath
So
the seat in front of you and larger items in the overhead bin. If you're traveling with a roller bag, please place it into the overhead bin, wheels or handles first. Please do not turn roller bags onto their sides.
So there's plenty of legroom down there. I've got my purse in here, my cane also. There's also another pocket and these two top pockets. Down here, you'll notice there are plugs as well. We've got our complimentary waters to start off with. And then here will be our folding tables for the meal. And that will be to come. So stay tuned for more here on our Delta first class flight on a 3, 2, 1. Kind of funny. 3, 2, 1. Take off. See you soon.
And today, like every day, our goal is to put customers first. To welcome you with an experience designed with you in mind. Because at Delta, it's not just the destination, it's the journey that makes the difference.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for flying with Delta. The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So before we depart, please pay attention to this important safety message.
Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you. Please keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with crew members' instructions, in addition to posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin.
Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors. There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. 4 doors have detachable slides that can be used as rafts. An additional raft is located in an overhead bin behind the wings. In the event of an evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind.
All exits are clearly marked with a green exit symbol. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. If there's a loss of power, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. If this happens, reach up and pull the mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, then adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest.
For children who weigh less than 35 pounds, place the vest around the infant's waist and secure the strap between the legs. Refer to your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lap children are located in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Now, before we take off, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table. Be sure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. Your carry-on items are secured and aisle armrests are at resting position.
Finally, please take a moment to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket. As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please settle in and have a wonderful flight. Thank you for flying with Delta.
Almonds, the coconut lemon bar, and the cheddar sun chips. Once again, our complimentary snacks are the cinnamon biscuit cookies, almonds, the coconut lemon bar, and the cheddar sun chips. We ask that you please be mindful once again of your head and shoulders, knees, and toes. Also, please remove your headsets. It makes it easier to communicate while we're taking your order. Thank you.
So for my meal on the Delta flight, I had a salad with grilled chicken, some dressing right here. Also came with a beautiful fresh fruit, including blueberries, which are one of my favorites. So just have a snack on one of those right now. And for dessert, it was a Bella's Cookie Co. triple chocolate chunk cookie. Say that 30 times fast. Along with it, I have a Sprite. Mom got a sweet water, extra pale for 20, and she has the same meal as I do. So, this is our meal on our lunch on our Delta flight. I'll report back as to how good it was. on the flight, and I have to say that I'm really impressed. Salad dressing is really good. Strawberries are amazing. Whatever dressing that they use is so good. How do you feel about the meal so far?
Really good.
It's absolutely excellent. What I also really like about it is that in here it's all actual plates and silverware, nothing's plastic. You really truly do get the full first class experience here on Delta. Our stewardess, our flight attendants, have been absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend Delta First Class. So, stay tuned, and there'll be more. So I have to say that this salad was absolutely amazing. As you can see, finished it all. Not much of a fruit salad person, so but I picked up all the blueberries. In fact, I actually put the blueberries in the salad, which actually made it really top notch. So, hint if you are on a Delta flight with the chicken salad with strawberries, just take the blueberries from your fruit, put it into the salad, and it's so delicious. Mom, how are you enjoying your salad?
Very much so.
Awesome.
Fruit's very good too.
So she's still got her cooking. She's still working on it. We've got her beer. I've got a Sprite, and then also we've got some Prosecco going on. So we are definitely enjoying our midweek flight on our Delta airline. I'm currently watching the Rescuers. It's the dogs with extraordinary jobs. So a little more time until arrival. It looks like we are an hour and a half away from Detroit. Alright, so we are about 35 minutes away from touchdown in Detroit, and we are absolutely loving the first class service that we're getting on the Delta flight. They have done everything that we asked for. They have been sweet. They've been kind. The legroom, like I showed earlier, has been phenomenal. Mom, what do you think about the Delta experience?
I would do it again and again and again if I could afford it, but whenever it's going to be a long trip, this is the only way I'm going to travel now.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. It's Delta First Class or it's nothing. Honestly, this has been absolutely amazing. Everyone has been amazing. Like I said, we're on Delta A321, and we're heading to Detroit. And then we have the connection to Seattle. That's the Graceland Memorial Hospital shirt. You'll see that at the end of the trip again, because let's face it, when you have a 7-day cruise, you have to pack very cautiously, so this shirt will be cleaned sometime during the cruise, so you can wear it when I'm actually in Seattle. So, stay tuned, and you'll see a lot more from us. Mom and I have successfully landed in the Detroit airport. Unfortunately, the only mishap I would say is that they did not have anybody here to push me in the wheelchair, even though I requested it upon booking the flight back several months ago. So Mom has to be the one, unfortunately, to push me, and I feel horrible about it. But we are here in the Detroit airport at Mesra, which is a little Italian restaurant in the airport. we've got about 3.5 hours to kill before we board our flight to Seattle. Mom, how you feeling?
Wonderful.
That tells you a lot. So we're here just chilling and relaxing and trying to shake off the feeling that we feel about being helpless. And hopefully by the time we get to our aircraft that will be heading to Seattle, we'll be feeling a lot better than we do right now. So stay tuned. Alright, so our food has arrived. We ordered the goat cheese and marinara appetizers. Just see here how much goat cheese there is in. Oh my goodness, look at this. And then we've got nice little crispy chips to go along with it. I have a rosé. Mom has her Bud Light. And we will go ahead and see how this tastes. So I'll go ahead and take a small sip. Straight in. And see. Oh my goodness. That is so good. I wish you would experience it. The goat cheese and the marinara are just a perfect combination. It's also over still. But seriously, the two combined together, match made in heaven. I highly recommend it if you are in the Detroit airport. Mezza, fantastic. And I'm gonna go ahead and have another serving because this is just to die for. Like, look at that. Look at all that cheese. Look at that marinara sauce. And off camera, you can't see me eating it. It's so good. 10 out of 10. 100%. Alright, Mom, go ahead and try this delicious dip. See? Like I said off camera, it was fantastic. It was good. Creamy and tomatoey.
Stir.
Yeah.
All I got was a big chunk of tomato.
But I thought it was fantastic.
Oh no! Cheese overboard.
Well, it was, now it looks so delicious. I highly recommend it at the Detroit airport, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so we are now on the Delta flight from Detroit to Seattle. My dinner, I have the cauliflower mac and cheese with a salad and looks like a tiramisu. Well, let me look. My mom has a roast beef salad, fruit salad, and tiramisu as well. Some mixed nuts and some salad dressing as well. So, once we get a little bit into it, we'll check back and let you know how it is. Alright, so I would say that I definitely enjoy my meal on Delta B737-900ER. I had the cauliflower mac and cheese with the side salad and tiramisu. Mom had the roast beef salad with fresh fruit and tiramisu. She is still enjoying, Mom? What do you think of it?
It's delicious.
So definitely something that we will enjoy. She got a Miller Lite. I had a Sprite, and it's definitely something that we will mark off on our book. But honestly, this mac and cheese was phenomenal. Not quite as recommended as our lunch, but it was fantastic. Honestly, Delta, you got something going.